Hey guys, Mshay Gaming here, and we are back with high player growth once again. Today we're doing the Italian League, so let's go. Now, as I start, I'm just going to mention that there are quite a lot of disappointments here. There are not many player faces with high player growth in this league, so there's going to be a lot of honorable mentions to start off the video. So we're going to start off with Atlanta. Two honorable mentions. There's a player called Kessie and a player called Grassi. Now, they're both together here, 72 and 71. Well, Kessie goes up from 72 to an 82, and Grassi goes from a 71 to an 80. So there's pretty damn good growth there, guys. But of course, no player faces. Bologna, one player face here to mention, and he barely makes the list. Matteo Destro. He's been quite good in a few of the FIFAs. I'm not sure about this one, but in this one he goes from 78 to possibly an 81 to 82. So, like I say, he barely makes it into this video because if you haven't seen my other videos, guys, the rule is with this, unless they go up by 3-4 points minimum, they will not get into this video anyway. So like I say, he barely makes the cut here. Then we have one honorable mention I'm going to say for this team. It's Donsa right here, level 75. He actually goes to a shocking level 85. So that's the only one I'll mention there. Cagliari, only one honorable mention I'll take a look at. Barella, this guy right here, 65 to an 81. That's an incredible jump, guys. Really, really good. So even if you hate not playing with player faces, it's worth getting him, keeping him on loan, and then selling him for a major profit in the future. Empoli, Chievo Verona, Paragini. That's the only one I can find here, but it's not a player face. 68 to an 81. So that's the only one there I'll mention. No one there. Empoli. Now, Empoli shockingly doesn't have any play faces either. I'll have two honorable mentions. Tello, or Teo, and Dioso, or Diose, or however you pronounce the name. There he is. They're 68 and 67, go to 80 and 83. So again, major jumps. Now, Fiorentina, player face. Christian Teo from originally from Barcelona. He's been on loan to Porto. Now he's at Fiorentina. I don't think he's ever going to go back to Barca. I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, he's had his player face for a while. Now he again barely makes it to the list, guys. He starts as obviously 78, as you can see. And he's also expected to only go to about an 81 to maybe an 82 at a stretch. So, again, not too impressive there. I could do an honorable mention. Salcedo right here, 73 to an 80. That's about it, really, guys. No one else worth mentioning there. Again, I'm not going to mention anyone here. You know, Ocampos goes from 75 to an 82 at the bottom of the page there. Not bothered. No player face. Now, Inter Milan, we have got a couple of player faces to show you here. So we'll start off with Santon. Now, Santon, of course, has had his player face for a while. Looks like he's had a touch-up as well. Now, he goes from a 76, and again, barely makes it into the video. He can possibly go up to an 80. So 76 to 79/80 is his full potential. So again, not anything amazing there, guys. Brozovic. Now, Brozovic is the next in the list. Icardi's next in the list. Sorry, guys. Now, Icardi on flying form, one of Inter's best players. Now, he goes from an 82 to an 87. So, an 87 is his maximum potential at the moment. I think he'll hit a lot higher in the future than the 87, but that's roughly around what he can reach at this point in time. Now, like I said, Brozovic is the next one on the list. 79 start. Player face, of course. Now, Brozovic has a potential to go from a 79 to an 83, maybe a stretch 84. So, that's not a bad bit of growth for Brozovic there. Quite happy with that, actually. The biggest grower in the team, though, I'd have to say, is Barbosa. Barbosa, the new striker, Brazilian, Gabriel Barbosa. He goes from a 78 to an 87, but has no player face. Juve. Now, Juve have two I want to show you. One is a very obvious one. Dybala. You know, very, very obvious one. Dybala, now, he, of course, is actually brilliant in the game, guys. If you haven't used him yet, he is one of the best strikers in the game for me. He goes from an 85 to a 92, guys. A 92 high potential here. This is crazy growth. So you go up by 7, even at the level he is starting off at. So that's really, really damn good. The other one I'm going to show you guys is Lamina. Now, Lamina's actually a very good player. I played him in the last FIFA. I used him quite a lot. Lamina, of course, I just play a face from his Lyon days. Very, very good player. Very, very good. In this one, I'm not so sure, but he goes from a 77 to an 83. So that's a really good jump there. Really good value jump, actually. Lazio next. Now, there are 3 I want to show you here, guys. The first one is Immobile. Or Immobile? Excuse me. Jesus. Now, he actually goes up from an 81 to an 84, and maybe it can stretch to an 85. So it's decent growth for his age and for the player he is. He didn't have a great time at BVB. Luis Alberto from Liverpool originally, but I think his deal is made permanent now. He actually, like I said, he's had his player for a while. He actually goes up good growth in this one, guys. He goes from a 77 to an 84. That is actually really solid growth for this player, who never quite cut it at Liverpool. Never given a chance at Liverpool. So yeah, Leitner's the final one on Lazio. Again, I think he had his face from... It might have been BVB, actually, originally. Can't remember 100%. But anyway, he's got his player face. He goes from 74 to a 77. And again, can maybe stretch to a 78. So barely makes the video there. Milan. Now, Milan, we have Niang, the main guy, to show you here. Some would argue still that he's not his player face. In a lot of ways, I agree that it's not a player face. But it's claimed to be a player face, so it's hard to judge. I mean, it does happen to look like that. So anyway, this is a debatable one for you guys. Now, his growth is crazy, though. He's actually expected to go from a 78 to an 85. So his growth is absolutely insane, and you cannot argue with that. The only other one that I realistically want to two I want to show you. This one is an honorable mention. This goalkeeper, Donnarumma, however you say it. He goes from a 77 to an 88, which is crazy growth. And the final one, Siglio. He goes, play face, he's going from 76 to an 81, so it's a decent bit of growth there for a left back. Then we're going to go on to Napoli. Now, Napoli, we got Milik. And Milik, of course, played for Ajax last season, did really well. Picked up an injury this season for Napoli, so might not play much again. But his growth is actually crazy. 79 to an 86. That is absolutely crazy growth, and he's very good in the game last year, so I expect him to be even better this year. His growth has definitely gone up. And then the final team and the final 2 players in the video, guys. It's going to finish off with Salah, ex-Chelsea player. Great pace on this guy, really good. His growth is 81 to 86. And then the final one in the video is El Shaarawy. His growth is exactly the same, an 81 to again an 86. So 2 very good growers right there. And that is it, guys. That is the end of this video. That is about it for high player growth. There is nobody else in this league that's worth mentioning for growth. Like I say, I've missed out a lot of player faces. Of course I have. I mean, most of the player faces in this league go up by 0 or 1. I mean, not worth mentioning at all. So, as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Still a lot more to come in the future. If you want me to pick a league for high player growth, please leave a suggestion in the comment section below, and I'll see if I can do anything about it. Like I said, another ongoing series I will be starting is the Premier League team by team. That's going to come very soon as well. So, yeah, there's a lot still to come. So, hopefully you guys will stay tuned, and I'll see you later.